I guess we'll touch on Seattle real quickly, even though we kind of already did. And really the AL West in general. Like, John, I'll go to you with this one first. I mean, straight up, who do you have taking the AL West at this point? Because that's going to determine a lot for the playoffs.
Unfortunately for all
There
baseball
we go.
fans, I am going to stick with my original pick to win that division. Uh, um,
Clearly the
actually,
Athletics. That's why he's stumbling.
yeah, actually, that wasn't my original pick. I'm looking at my bracket now. Anyway, I'm gonna go with Houston. I think the trash cans are gonna come back here and prove us all wrong, shove it in our face, and be like, "Hey, you picked on us. You said what you had to say. How you like me now, sucker?" And I think that's what they're gonna do. Honestly, it's I and what is rough for the Mariners, and this is such a Mariners thing, honestly, is that they're they're gonna blow it, and they blew this. They blew this so hard. It's
And that's been the trend with them too the past several years. I mean, they, feel like they're in prime position to really be a legit contender for the World Series, and then they just kind of fall short of expectations. I mean, I think of anything though, like that pitching staff is going to have to be absolutely spectacular for them to have a chance because yeah, it's been this look. It's been the same story with the Mariners all season, right? It's been the pitching has been amazing. The hitting has been unbelievably bad. So they add at the deadline. Is it enough? Is the question.
so
And
far
well,
no.
yeah, no, it hasn't. And the Astros continue to find a way. As you kind of said, Will, what is your standing though for the NL West? Who do you think comes out on top in the end?
AL West.
I think.
AL West, excuse me. Thank you.
Oh darn! I was gonna all of a sudden throw a curveball to Tyler and not expect my answer, but
I think that the Mariners will win over the Dodgers. Wait a minute.
I still have the Astros over the Mariners. The Mariners are their pitching is fantastic. Still, their offense is live or die by the home run, and they're gonna die. It's plain and simple. I feel like there's just whether or not there's any like thoughts in the back of their mind about losing that lead in the division to the season, that's just going to linger. That's going to carry them into the off season. That's going to completely change what they look at what to do moves going into 2025. But I see the Mariners not necessarily falling off. I think they'll probably survive till about midway through the month of September. But I mean, the end the season was Yankees, Rangers, Astros, Athletics. It's not like 50-50 in your competition, a lot in division stuff, but I just don't think that their offense is going to be able to pick it up and supplement the already amazing pitching that they continue to have all season, it feels like.
Do do you guys think the trades that they made at the deadline are going to be enough? I mean, to be fair, Arozareni has been really good since he's been there. Despite having like a slow year in Tampa. Is it going to be enough though? I mean, they also add Justin Turner
Nope.
as well, but
I think we established that it's not gonna.
I think we both were like, nope, they're screwed.
They're
They've
cooked.
screwed
Yeah.
I
themselves.
mean, I don't know. It just
I think we
feels
both said
like
that. What do you think, Tyler? We didn't get your opinion. What do you
I
think?
I
Are
think
you gonna go with the crowd, or are you gonna lean the other way?
I
Hmm?
will say this. I think that the Astros are better set up and better equipped to make a run to the play, or not even to make a run, just to win the division, right? I just wonder, is Randy finally the piece that they're looking for? And man, they got to get, Julio has just been obviously so down this year.
At least
And
he's back.
yeah, at least he's back, right? But if they can get him going in August and September, like that then becomes a little bit scary because again, their pitching staff has been so good. So I am going to go with the crowd. So I think the Astros are better equipped and they have the experience. They've been here. It's been that core group. They know what it takes to um be one of the best teams in baseball. Um, you know, regular season and postseason. So I think they'll find a way. I do think if Seattle makes it into the postseason, they do have a legit shot. Um, but they got to make it in. And right now, that's not looking fantastic for their case. But again, with like the NL is so grouped up, but the AL, like I said, you have your three teams that are in the spots right now, and it's really Red Sox, Mariners on the outside looking in who are probably in the mix. Do you guys? I mean, the Rays are out, right? Like we nobody.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't wait to this clip when they go on like a 10-game win streak now. But again, it's so funny to me. Like every time I'll look like every, whatever, 5, 6, 7 days, and I'm like, oh, they're still 500. They're still 500. Like, when are they gonna drop off?
That's just what
Um,
they're going to be. They're going to be 500.
yeah.
I mean, I just don't think it's their year. I think that
And
no,
they sold too. They sold a lot of their pieces, including Randy, right? So
I think they're very much
they got
thinking
some
this.
back,
It's
but
time to move on and prepare for next year. I mean, next year they could be right back in it. I just don't think this year that they're going to be in it.
yeah, I do think they're definitely like on the outside of the outside teams looking in. I mean, really with
Around the
that,
outside.